Every government rolls out new schemes, adding to the many already on the ground. Based on the pleasure of the incumbent government, schemes launched by the earlier government could be continued or stopped. Political parties are generally interested in the publicity value of the schemes. If these schemes are done with government budget, it will be more so. Those executed from loans will have some modicum of project approach. The review of these schemes by audit bodies like Comptroller and Auditor General is too little and too late. Often, ruling parties give a perfunctory treatment to their findings. There is no accountability for the humongous wastage of time and resources in the name of collective responsibility. The real growth or the realization of the objectives of the schemes is left unmeasured. It is more so in the rural development schemes which come from the state budget. Rural development schemes need a project approach just like an infrastructure or a corporate scheme. A project is a projection of things inside a development scheme. A project comprises several components: need for the scheme, objectives, time frame, development model, resources, infrastructure, costs and benefits, economic and technical feasibility, implementation, measuring outcome, among others. Measuring the outcome establishes the success or the lack of it in the scheme. For this, there will be an inbuilt mechanism of monitoring and evaluation which is aimed at launching the development model as per projections. Evaluation makes it necessary on-site changes. The ex post evaluation attempts to measure the benefits vis-a-vis its target projections after the closure of the scheme. This process will control the scheme during its term and enable the government to measure the development after the closure of the scheme. There are several examples how rural development schemes in United Andhra Pradesh under minor irrigation, watershed development, percolation tanks, check dams, sheep rearing with subsidy from government implemented after 1975 ended up badly owing to a lack of monitoring and evaluation. The Jalayagam mega irrigation project is one such example. It is a good thing that the Telangana government is according top priority for rural development. The state needs it. However, if they are implemented in the same old ad hoc political publicity style, the results will be the same. Catching the imagination of people with political slogans is one thing, and implementing a development scheme is using resources judiciously to reach its logical end is another. Let us take the example of Mission Kakatiya. The renovation of thousands of historical tanks is an admirable project. The region is reeling under the impact of an unusually large number of borewells depleting the groundwater and other inadequate irrigation facilities. It contemplates renovating 46,000 tanks in 5 years. Already 2 phases are complete and the third is being implemented. However, it is not known what is the real development that has taken place so far, and the feedback is very sketchy. There is a lot of demonstrative effect because of unusually more rainfall during the last 2 years and filling of some tanks by the lift irrigation schemes from flood waters. It cannot be same in a normal year and less than a normal year, which are more likely in Telangana. Except in some parts of Adilabad, Warangal and Khammam, a majority of the repaired tanks in the state will not get filled in a normal rainfall year also. They certainly need to be fed by medium, major, big lift irrigation projects. That way, it becomes more or less incumbent to link these tanks to the irrigation projects, which will be drawing water, the rivers, receiving inflows from upper reaches. The government can implement Mission Kakatiya with a clearly designed project approach and with an effective monitoring and evaluation system. It can showcase it as its flagship project of rural development with verifiable results. Since it is civil work, technical feasibility is not an issue. As for economic viability, the tangible benefits are one-time benefit of the silt applied to agriculture fields and increase in soil productivity, increase in ayakat and cropped area, sowing more than once in a year, and returns on additional agricultural production every year, and increase in groundwater outside the ayakat to be available for minor irrigation. The intangible benefit is the availability of drinking water, water to livestock, and general ecological improvement. These benefits may not work out adequately for each tank, but if we take a village or a mandal as a unit, it can prove its economic viability. For tanks linked to irrigation projects, it will be a windfall. There will be a definite increase in the ayakat and cropped area, leading to higher agriculture production. Thus, monitoring civil works and linking the tanks to the irrigation projects are very important to make it a success. But the linkage to irrigation can be a long drawn process, since all the tanks may not have that facility at present and need to get linked to the projects in the pipeline. There could be some tanks which may not get that linkage at all for topographical reasons. Once the civil works are completed and after allowing it to work for 2 or 3 agricultural years, it will be the right time for evaluation of the project in terms of objectives envisaged. Here, engineering, agriculture and groundwater departments need to coordinate. A third party organization like agricultural university can do the job. For Mission Kakatiya to realize its full benefits, linking the tanks to irrigation projects is the key. This network of historical tanks is tailor-made for the spread of water in the state. Thus, irrigation projects and tanks are complementary to each other.